There's a channel called Crayon Capital sitting on 16 million views from just 24 videos. One single upload did 4.1 million views by itself. And here's the crazy part. Scroll through their entire channel and every video is doing hundreds of thousands of views. Not luck, not one viral fluke. Every single video. They take stuff most people find boring, the Enron scandal, the Madoff scam, the petrodollar system, and break it down like you're 5 years old in hand-drawn crayon animation. But here's the part nobody talks about. Those animations aren't cheap. Real animators, real studio costs, thousands of dollars per video. So I did something about it. I quietly spent weeks trying to recreate this exact style with AI, and I finally cracked it. The best part? I built the whole thing with tools that are basically free. According to vidIQ, this channel alone is pulling in $1.9 thousand a month in pure ad revenue from crayon drawings. Today, I'm handing you the entire workflow, the one nobody else is teaching. Every prompt, every step, the custom Google Flow agent I built to generate these animations automatically, and I'm giving it all away, free. Comment Google Flow below, and I'll send you the link. That's it, let's get into it.
He didn't build Tesla, he bought his way in, then rewrote history to say he founded it. This is the story of how Elon Musk turned a failing car company into a trillion-dollar cult and got the world to forget he wasn't even the first name on the paperwork. 2004. Two engineers, Martin Eberhard and Mark Tarpenning, are building an electric car nobody believes in. Elon writes a check for $6.5 million. Not the founder, just investor number one.
Alright, first thing we're gonna do is open any chatbot you like. Personally, I'm using Claude AI. It's an incredible deep analyzer, and it's exactly what we need for this project. So go ahead, pick your chatbot, and let's move on. Next, we need the channel data. So head over to YouTube and search Crayon Capital. Once you're on the channel, go to their videos tab and sort by popular. Screenshot the entire page. Every video needs to be captured. If you're struggling to get it all in one shot, use the awesome screenshot and screen recorder Chrome extension. I've linked it in the description. Click the extension, then click Capture Full Page. And just like that, it captures the whole scrollable page in a single image. Once it's done, hit download. Now go to Claude and upload that screenshot. Next, go back to the channel page and select the text starting from the channel name down through the video list. Copy it, and paste that into Claude as well. Now we need the instruction prompts. I put together a Word document with every single prompt I use for this. It's in the description, so grab that first. Open the file, copy the first prompt, paste it into Claude, and hit enter. Claude will now analyze the screenshot and the channel data and break down the entire channel model for you. The channel snapshot, content pillars, thumbnail formula, title formula, and video length, all in detail. At this point, you've basically got the full blueprint of how this channel operates. Now let's generate video ideas. Go back to the Word file, copy the video idea prompt, and paste it into Claude. Before you generate, remove the placeholder number and replace it with however many ideas you want. I went with 5. Then hit generate. Within a minute, Claude gives you 5 well-researched, high-potential video ideas, each one modeled after the channel's proven format. It even explains the angle for each idea and why it works. At this point, Claude has essentially picked your next video idea for you. Now for the script, and this is where the channel's actual voice comes in. Go back to the description and look for the video transcript. Copy that transcript and paste it into Claude. Then go grab a transcript from a second video too. Claude picks up the channel's writing style much better when it has more than one reference. Once both transcripts are in, go to the Word file, copy the script prompt, and paste it in. In the placeholder, drop in the video idea Claude picked earlier, and specify how long you want the script. For this demo, I'm using 1 minute, but you can go as long as you want. Hit enter, and Claude studies the structure, tone, and flow of the reference scripts, then writes a brand new script in that exact style, built around your video idea. And just like that, you've got a script that actually sounds like the channel, not a generic AI script. Quick pause. If you're running multiple AI tool accounts, client accounts, or automation workflows, You've probably hit the same wall I have. Platforms flagging you for suspicious activity just because you're logged into more than one account. That's exactly why I started using Octo Browser. Octo is an anti-detect browser built for multi-accounting. It gives each profile its own unique digital fingerprint, so every account looks like it's coming from a completely different device. For anyone managing multiple client accounts, testing automations, or running several projects at once, that's a game changer. Setup takes minutes. You create a profile, configure the fingerprint, and connect a proxy right inside the browser. No plugins, no workarounds. And with strong uptime, it just works when you need it. They've also got a built-in proxy shop now, with solid pricing and discounts if you need more traffic volume, so you're not juggling 3 different tools just to stay organized. If you're serious about scaling any kind of multi-account workflow, Octo Browser is worth checking out. Links in the description, and if you use promo code MONETIZE, you get 4 days of the starter plan completely free. Now for the main part, the visuals. First, we need reference images from the channel. Go back to YouTube, open a few different videos, and screenshot different scenes across them. We're doing this to help Claude understand the channel's exact visual style, the same way we use the transcripts to teach it the writing style. Upload those screenshots into Claude. Then go to the Word file, copy the visual prompt, and paste it in. Hit enter, and within a minute, Claude breaks the script down scene by scene, generating a matching image prompt and video prompt for every single line. That makes building out each scene incredibly easy. Now you've got the script, and you've got the image and video prompts for every scene. Everything you need to turn this into a finished video. Last step, take those prompts and turn them into actual visuals. I'm using Google Flow for this, but you're free to use any AI video/image tool you prefer. And that's the full workflow, start to finish. Now go to Flow, the link's in the description again, and open it up. Click Create New Project, and it drops you straight into the workspace. First thing we're gonna do is use Agent Mode. Scroll down to the bottom and click Agent Instructions, then click Add Instruction. Here we need 2 things, the reference image and the instruction prompt. Remember those channel screenshots we grabbed earlier? Upload one of those now. Click Upload Image and wait for it to finish uploading. Once it's in, click Add to Instruction. Then type this in. Use this image as the main reference for character, body structure, and face. Based on the story, make sure every character stays consistent. Once that's typed in, click Done. Now let's set up the model and aspect ratio. Click on Model, and for images, choose a 16:9 ratio. You can generate 1 output or more. I go with 1 to save credits, but if you want a better comparison, go with 2. For the image model, choose Nano Banana Pro. Do the same setup for video. Same reference image, same instructions, but this time choose the video model Omni Flash. Once that's set, click Save. Now let's generate our first image. Go back to Claude, copy the first image prompt, paste it into Google Flow, and hit Generate. Within a minute, Flow gives us our first image, and honestly, the result is amazing. If you don't like how it turns out, just upload the image back into Flow and tell it exactly what you want changed. Now let's do the second scene. Copy the second image prompt from Claude, paste it into Flow, and generate again. Same process, and again, an impressive result. Now here's something worth knowing. Sometimes Claude writes 1 image for a full line of script, but that line actually needs more than 1 shot to tell the scene properly. When that happens, just copy that specific part of the script, paste it into Flow along with your reference image, and type exactly what you want that scene to show. That way, you can generate multiple images for a single line of script, which makes the editing process so much smoother later. Go ahead and generate the rest of your scenes the same way. Once your images are done, let's move to video. Upload your first image here, go back to Claude, copy the video prompt, paste it in, and click Generate. Sometimes Flow will ask you to approve credit usage. Just click Approve when that pop-up shows up, and it'll go ahead and generate your video. And here's the result, video here. As you can see, it's amazing. Now just repeat that same process for the rest of your scenes, and that's your full visual package done. Now let's handle the voiceover. You can use any tool you like, but I recommend 11 Labs. It's safe for monetization. Go to text-to-speech, paste your script in, then pick a voice for your niche. You can use the exact voice I chose, or find something in a similar style. Once you've picked one, click Generate, and there's your voiceover. Now let's move into editing. For that, I use CapCut. Open it up and import all your video clips and your audio into the project. First, drag and drop your audio onto the timeline. Then, go through it and remove every pause. Take your time with this one. It makes a huge difference in the final pacing. Once that's done, go ahead and take a moment. I'll wait right here. Now, bring in your video clips. Upload each one in order, drop it into its spot on the timeline, and make any adjustments it needs. This part takes a bit of time, so work through it clip by clip. Now, in the script, the narrator says 2004, and for that, we need text on screen. Go to text, add a new text layer, and type in 2004. Once it's in, change the font style and adjust the color to match your look, then center the position on screen. Now let's make that text blend in nicely. Go to the blend option and add a keyframe. Move forward a few frames, add another keyframe, then go back to your first keyframe and lower the opacity. Once you've done that, the text eases in cleanly instead of just popping onto the screen. If you want to take it further, you can add an effect to the text. Go to Effects, pick whatever style fits, and apply it. Now let's add a filter. Go to Filters and choose the one that fits your look. Personally, I use this one. Drag it onto the timeline and stretch it across all your clips so it applies consistently throughout the video. Now you're ready to export. Go to Export, choose your video resolution, and export the file. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow. See you in the next one.